Our purpose in life was determined even before we entered our mother's womb. One of my favorite Bible verses is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." To be honest, probably one of the reasons is because Bible memorization has never been a strength of mine, in spite of the courses I've taken and the coaches I've listened to. But I can always remember that. And when things feel really difficult for me for something, whether it's something I'm trying to overcome, okay, I can do this. I'm reminded of Nikki Gumbel, who's the founder of Alpha program out of London, once said, "We are called believers, not achievers. We achieve because we believe." In my multiple decades of working with entrepreneurs and of being an entrepreneur myself, I believe that our biggest stumbling block is that we don't believe in ourselves. And that's sad, because we can believe in ourselves because we were created by God. And His Word tells us that our purpose in life was determined even before we entered our mother's womb, which is really too overwhelming for us to comprehend. But if you believe the Bible, and I do, then you know it's true. So that means if you have an idea, it's been planted in you by God. And if you're having trouble achieving it, then perhaps it's because you don't believe in yourself, or perhaps it's just because you have failed to ask for help. The Bible also says you do not have because you do not ask. One of the big failings I had for many years as an entrepreneur was not wanting to ask for help because I was afraid I would look stupid, or I was afraid that I would be a bother. And in truth, I'm often afraid to ask for God because I'm afraid He might say no. But if He does, I know that it's for my own good. Just like as parents, we sometimes say no to our children because we know it's for their good. So what's the bottom line? Do not be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask others to help you. Ask for their opinions about whether this is a good idea. And then when you are committed to it, you believe that God created you for this, then you move forward. I remember when I went to the Small Business Administration in Washington, D.C. in 1979 to ask them to help me start my business as an organizing consultant. They laughed me out of the room and said, nobody's going to make a living getting people to pay them for organizing homes and offices. Fortunately, I didn't believe them. I believed God told me that. And today it's an $11.8 billion industry. So when you feel God is giving you an idea, just don't give up. The only end comes when you quit.